In Ephesians 5:25 and 27, husbands, love your wives. You know this one. Just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself up for her, so that he might sanctify her, having cleansed her by the washing of water with the word, that he might present her to himself, the church, in all her glory, having no spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that she would be holy and blameless. So, Danny, what does this look like in the practice of a healthy marriage? And then, Sheri, coming to you, what does it feel like for women to experience verse 26 in real life?
We were just in Hawaii, and we did a wedding, and the groom had one of his pastor friends from Hawaii get up there, and this Hawaiian father is, he's looking at the groom, and he says, if there's ever a problem in your marriage, it's your fault. And I got to thinking about it, and then I talked to him later, and he said, if you have that posture to where you are willing to yield, to serve, to soften towards her, to protect this connection. He said you're in that the right spirit of being like Christ, leading this love relationship. You are you're prioritizing the connection to her instead of your case, instead of your perspective, instead of even your theology. Loving my wife as Christ loves the church means that the top priority is loving my wife, not being right, not winning the argument, not getting my way, and calling that leadership. It's really about her coming with me is what leadership is. So if I'm out here and she's back here, I'm not leading anybody. And I think that when we construct our marriage or even our authority structure as, I'll make the decision and you just work it out when you disagree with me, that is not considering her, not preferring her, not honoring her. She's not powerful. She's just a recipient of my decisions and my paradigm.
I think what happens is when you feel loved, then you can be led. It's way easier to follow. I'm at my best when I feel loved and completely accepted. And so the very best part of me comes out. So the goal to lead me would be through loving me, not, whatever I'm going through. If I have insecurities or a lot of history of, I have a crazy upbringing, and just trying to bring some just stability to not have to fight in every relationship, all that goes away when I feel loved and accepted. So, that's the beautiful thing. That's what the Lord does with us. I always say my plan with my kids is to get them to fall madly in love with me so that I have access to their heart. And that's what I think the Lord's doing with us, is he's trying to get us to not follow his rules, although that's one way we could do it, but to absolutely be in love with him so that he has our heart and we're moved toward him and doing what he wants us to do because we're madly in love with him. And I think it works in a relationship. If I feel really loved, then you can talk to me. You have access to my heart. I'll move, I'll change, I'll morph and do whatever because I feel completely accepted.
I often hear on Bethel sermons and teachings that pastoral staff mention that Bethel has core values in their culture. I understand that honor is one of the core values of Bethel. What do you mean by core values, and what are other core values that Bethel has? How do you maintain those core values in your church? This is from Carol.
Well, when I do teaching, I teach on core values. For me, I'm on a path. My mission in life, I'm going down a path, and my destiny is endless. But if I get off my path, it's my core values that slap me back on. Like one of them would be, healing is for today, for one. Healing is for today. And you think, oh, well, of course it is. Well, when you have I had a parent die of cancer, I had to find that core value. Do I believe that? Yes, I do. No matter what the circumstances, they won't dictate what I believe to be true. So I'm back on my path because my core value bounced me back there. You know, we believe that family is the container for revival. I believe that if my family, if I can't put revival in my family, if it's not happening in my house, then what good is it, right? So when if my house is not thriving, then that's what I need to focus on to get me back on my path, not, you know, going after and getting the flags out and the, you know, whatever. It's like, no, it needs to be happening at home.
When we talk about core values as a culture, you know, we're identifying particular agreements, really, that we're going to protect. You know, God is good. We're all going to reinforce that in each other. And when somebody is like, God is trying to kill me, God is mad at me, God is a scary guy I got to hide from, the culture is going to confront that person to make a decision. Is that going to work out for you if you hang on to that? What's going to happen to you if God is scary? Right, you're going to separate yourself from God. And right now you're in a tragic situation. Being separated from God just makes it worse. What are you going to do? You know, the culture is helping the person in it to thrive according to these core values. Honor, you know, honor is it's not classically what we call I do what you say.
Right.
Honor is everyone in this environment is powerful and treated as so. That's why we're treating our children with the expectation that they can think and problem solve and manage their lives, because you're powerful. We need everyone in this environment to be powerful. That's honor.